look at development and peace in terms of how it was created, the bishop said, let's create something, and they had the first Share Lent campaign. They put together what they understood at the time. How can we help the poor?
On sait bien qu'avant ça, le carême, comme nos grands-parents en parlaient, c'était un temps de privation personnelle. Mais là, avec l'idée que le développement, c'était le nouveau nom de la paix, comme disait le pape Paul VI, le carême devenait une occasion d'une solidarité plus grande avec les pays du tiers-monde.
There was that whole transition from being a colony to being independent countries. So it was a very exciting time, but at the same time it was a very difficult time for these countries who were trying to adjust and to become an independent state rather than a colony.
The Biafran War, of course, was raging at the time, and it was all over the news and great human suffering. And so that was probably the first instance where Development and Peace was engaged in common action with the other churches. We became involved in a thing called Canada Relief, which actually bought an airplane and was flying aid and assistance into Biafra.
I think that what Development and Peace had allowed people to do was to have that contact that they wouldn't have had otherwise. See, it's a contact you wouldn't have by reading in the newspaper.
A year later, with some time and people in place and an ability to think, they began to develop a strategy as to how does the contribution and the generosity of Canadians actually empower people.
Et ça a permis que les gens prennent conscience que c'était pas un hasard, c'était pas le destin qui leur pesait sur le dos, mais c'était plutôt une exploitation organisée par les pays du Nord. Ça nous interpellait.
Suddenly I realized that my life and how I live affects people elsewhere. It was like a turnaround in my life. And I've been grateful to Development and Peace for the way over the years they have broadened our perceptions.